Libra placements literally live in the land of potential.
Yeah.
The daydreams be daydreaming. No, I say this as a Libra, stellium, side girl. Like, the way I don't have to be here right now. I could be in one of my daydreams. Libra is just really good at, like, playing the game and having so many options. And to them, it's like, no, like, those are all my different fantasies. Like, it could be anybody. It could be you. It could be me and you. It could be us. Like...
Testing, I have been. Testing people have been me.
testing the mic. Testing you, testing me. The energy is testing us.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the energy has been, like, real chaotic.
Yeah.
This Gemini season for me.
Delicious.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's just been, like, a lot. Like, it hasn't been organized. It's been, like, all over the place. It's been trying to move fast.
Well, you know, that does give Gemini energy.
It's true.
Because it's not organized.
No.
It's not that. It's not that version of Mercury that Virgo has and is holding on to.
Yeah. But a lot
Sharing is not caring. Virgo's like, oh, the organized version of Mercury? That's mine. Gemini is like, can I get a little bit? And Virgo's like, no. But it's okay because Gemini has the fun, fast-paced version of Mercury, and Gemini is like, or Virgo's like, can I have that? Because that would really help me, like, not overthink, and I could just, like, let it all out. And Gemini's like, no! Runs away.
Right. You can't get this.
Can't catch this. You can catch me.
Right. But no, Virgo's, like, still wanting to be stuck on the one topic or the one thing. They're too slow moving.
Yeah. Well, they need to figure it all out.
Yeah.
This topic before they can proceed to the next.
Yeah.
And Gemini's like, no, I just need, like, enough where I could bullshit people on the topic.
Right. I got the summary.
Yeah,
I got a really good summary.
A really good summary. What was, like, that website that we had in high school? The one where, like, you don't have to read... Was it Spark Notes? Yeah.
Yes!
That's Gemini energy.
Yes.
You know?
For sure.
And it definitely has helped me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, honestly, sometimes, too, you just want...
The summary.
Yeah.
And
like,
if you want the detail, find a Virgo.
Yeah. You know? Mm-hmm.
They probably know it all. And they love that I just said that.
Yeah.
They're pausing this so they can...
Right. Rewind it again and again.
Exactly. Or open up a new tab and have some other fun. Like, wow, I'm so horny right now. I do know everything.
Virgo's everywhere. They really do.
Can I just say I'm really feeling the summer vibes?
Yes.
Like, it's just like, we're like about to go on a trip. We're going to Chicago, Chi-Town. We're so excited.
Yes.
And also, Kate Renata just dropped an album. Mm-hmm. And that to me is also, it just shows the summer's here. You know?
Yes.
You know, when some of your favorite artists drop songs, and Kate Renata just got that, like, summer electrifying, like, joyous, on a high vibration type of music.
Yeah.
And that just makes me so happy.
Yes, feeling sexy, flowing with a good time.
The weather is good.
Yeah,
I'd be outside.
So nice.
Ugh, I'd be outside.
Yes.
And it just feels so nice to sit on grass and, like, feel the sun hitting me, reading my book. Like, I just feel so joyous and grateful. And, yeah, I'm just grateful.
I love that you're getting out there this Gemini season. Yes.
Seriously.
Yeah.
It's necessary.
That's what it's all about, though.
It really is.
You know?
It really is. And I found these, like, really yummy drinks that are, like, legal, obviously, because I bought them at a store. I have to lead with that. But they're, like, 10 milligrams CBD, 5 milligrams THC, and then it has, like, 220 something of, like, mushrooms. And they just feel they make me feel so lovely. So far, I've only had, like, one, like, not, like, only one, whenever I've had it, I've only had one. I'm excited to see how I feel if I have, like, two.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
But, like, it's for people that just want to, like, you know, try something different, or people that are sober, and, like, they want to just, like, feel a little bit of something.
Yeah.
That, like, still makes you, like, social and, like, you know, happy. So I've been loving it. I forgot the name, but I'll post it here in case anyone else is interested. Yeah. And I went to the fucking park with that shit, and I, like, packed myself snacks, and I had, like, my book, and I brought my tarot cards. I gave myself a reading, and I was just like, by the time I finished the drink, I was laying down, and I was just looking at the trees and the sun, and I was like hearing the birds chirping, and I'm like, this is my life. Yeah. I'm in heaven right now. And I definitely felt like that cheesy saying of like, it's all about the present, you know? That's how I felt. I'm like, oh my God.
Or that one where it's like, that's why they call it a present.
Because it's a gift. Like, shut the fuck up. But yeah, that was me. That was me. Oh
my God, I love it.
No, it really was.
Yeah.
I was like, I felt like a Disney princess.
Okay.
I was feeling like Snow White.
Yeah.
Like, the little deers and the birds, they were going to come to me.
Yeah.
If I wanted it enough.
She was ready to break out in song.
Clearly, I was in the city, so I didn't want them to be out of their natural habitat.
Right.
But I felt it, like the vibe of like, if I called for them, they would be here.
Start making her a dress.
Yeah, exactly.
We're cleaning up the house.
You know.
I love it. Oh my gosh. No, that's so magical though.
Yeah.
Like I feel like such epic, wonderful Gemini vibes.
I know.
You know?
Such the good vibes. I love it.
Yeah.
It's the perfect send-off. Like, because if you really think about it, yeah, I guess traditionally Gemini season isn't summertime. Because summertime starts June 21st, which is when Cancer season starts. But I think it's the perfect prequel, the perfect eve to summer. Like, perfect season eve. Right. Because it's just sending you off into the magical good vibes.
Yeah. And I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but wouldn't it then mean that Virgos fall into summertime? You know what I mean? And that seems wrong. Gemini gives any more
sense. It just... Virgo gives so much, and as an autumn girly girl, as an October baby myself,
they give autumn.
I think of Virgo as
fall.
Autumn, fall.
Yeah.
Cozy, you know what I mean? Home.
Yes.
Gemini should be summer.
Exactly.
Who can we talk to about this?
Right. Who can we make a change?
Let's change.
Yes.
Let's change shit. No, seriously.
Because it's just wrong.
But you know what? In my mind, it's summertime right now.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care what a calendar says.
No, for sure. And I feel like everybody's starting to feel the heat waves too, so.
It's true.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, to me, August is like literally the last month of summer.
Exactly, but it's not.
But it is.
Yeah, but it is.
Like, come August, like, 30th, I'm putting out my Halloween decorations.
We actually do, though. But, yeah. It's fall, y'all.
It's fall, y'all.
I don't care if it's still sometimes 80 degrees out.
No, I don't.
Yeah, especially in San Francisco.
Yeah,
with our weird
we get that
summers.
Indian summer. Okay, but you know what you're here for.
Yes.
Which is us talking mindlessly. But what are we talking about today? We have a list for you.
A good list.
A good list. Let me tell you about this list. Well, not good for me, but... Just like Maya and the freaking video about the people being devoted or whatever. What was the name of it?
Least loyal.
Just like you had to be a lawyer for yourself and make your case, I will be making a lot of my cases.
Oh yeah, it was most faithful.
There we go, that one. Maya had to definitely, talk the talk and let the people know.
Had to defend my honor.
Exactly. She was defending her honor, her signs. I definitely feel that with this one too.
Oh yeah.
But also I feel like I can't be defending every fucking person with the similar placements as me because I know people will be fucking around.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
It's true.
So, you know me. Just because it's my sign doesn't mean I'm just gonna lie. So we have a lot to get into it. So we're gonna post it here. It is most to least likely to play with your feelings. Eek, 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 eek. If you didn't know, this is actually a two-parter.
Yes, it is.
We're going through the first 6 signs, and then the next 6 signs will be the next podcast episode.
Correct.
Yeah. What I don't understand is how some of the fucking people in the bottom are at the bottom. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, that's actually crazy.
Yeah, that's actually factual.
That's actually insane.
It's actually crazy.
How about you understand feelings first? You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Because I think people that don't know how to handle feelings be playing with them.
Yes, it's true.
So that's what I'm going to say.
Mishandling them.
Exactly. Because you don't even know what they are.
Right. Can't even see them.
You can't even see them for what they are.
Which is a player.
A player.
Okay, so number 1. Most likely to play with your feelings.
And I took that personally. Gemini. And I took that personally. Yeah. Because that is my moon sign. The sign associated with feelings.
Right.
I'm like, the most. The most.
Yeah. I mean...
Like, Cancer should be at top 3, in my opinion. What you mean?
Cancer definitely needs to be in top 3. And the fact that they're way down at the bottom is...
Isn't that just so
laughable.
sweet? Well, we know who made the list.
Right.
A Cancer with a Pisces moon.
Right. We're Virgo. Why Virgo's so far down there?
Thank you. Actually, I appreciate that. I feel like I am always on Virgo's necks, and I'm trying to take a step back.
Well, but why? Because they be on other people's necks, so...
Yeah, it's honestly so true. It's so true. Like Virgo in general, because they can be emotionless, like, they can, like, turn their feelings off.
Yeah.
Just so they can lead a more responsible life. I feel like it's really easy for them to turn off their feelings. Yeah. And I feel like because of that, they are playing with your feelings. Yeah. Because what person that is on the receiving end of a person, a friend, a lover, that can turn off their feelings doesn't feel like their feelings are getting played with? Yeah. Because they can just turn it off whenever they want to, but here you are having all these feelings, and they're just making you feel stupid and crazy for having feelings at all? Yeah. That sounds to me like someone playing with your feelings.
For sure. Trying to be so logical and make you feel dumb for even having the feelings. Yeah. That's, like, the worst type of playing with feelings, if you ask me.
It is.
Like, I hate when they get logical on my ass when I'm emotional. I hate to use,
like, you know what I mean, buzzwords, but, like, it gives a little gaslighting.
It is. It is. It is. It is.
But you know what? Let's talk about Gemini.
Yeah, Gemini.
Go ahead.
Because I feel like it does make sense for them definitely to be up in the top because they are very charming and witty. So even if it's not like I'm hurting maliciously to play with your feelings, like, let's play. Like, Gemini likes to play. Like, they love the mind games. They love to, like, tease and taunt and like have that debate back and forth with you. Yeah. You know? So, like, in that sense, I'm like, yeah, they definitely love to play. And if you're emotional about what you're talking about, it is definitely going to feel like your emotions are getting played with when you're talking to Gemini in that time. Because they don't have any type of pull, I feel like, one way or the other. Yeah. You know what I mean? I feel like they just... They're hopping so quickly from one thing to the next. It's fun for them. But if you're stuck on it, like, I really believe this, like, I'm going to go down fighting for it, like, you're going to be really annoyed with Gemini and think that they're playing with you with how lackluster they're almost being with it, too.
For sure. Know? And I mean, again, they're ruled by the twins, right? So you never really know which twin you're going to get. You don't know how they're going to feel about something. And what do they get a lot of heat for? Gemini placements is the fact that they're always changing their mind and they can't stick with one thing or one belief. Right. And I think that hurts people's feelings often. Yeah. Because they think they figured you out. Like, it would make the world so much better and so much easier if everyone just stuck with what they said the first time they said it. You know what I mean? Like, you said you like this, therefore for the rest of the time, you like this. That's not possible. You know what I mean? Also, it's not healthy. And Gemini is one of the people that truly understands that. They're always changing their mind and they're always taking in new information to get new facts based off whatever it is that they're talking about so they can change their mind. Yeah. To them, it's logical. To other people, it feels like you're playing with their feelings because you will say something and they think they figured you out and you say something else and they're like, what the fuck? Who are you right now?
Yeah. It's like unpredictable. I mean? Like, I can't rely on you to, like, continue with one thing sometimes.
For sure.
And it's like, I can't catch you. Like, it's same with emotional feelings. Like, going back to, like, if you're feeling this person, like, Gemini will be hopping around all over the place, sending you mixed signals. Like, one day, they're all about texting you, and the next day, or 2-3 days go by, and you don't hear from them.
You're right.
You had an amazing date, but now you're not hearing from them. Yeah. And I feel like they are quick to change their minds.
Mm-hmm.
From minute to minute. Like, you could be on a date, they could be feeling you 1 minute, and the next minute you say something, and they're not feeling it no more.
Well, the thing is like, they're one of the best flirts. You
Yeah.
know, that's another thing.
Yeah.
Someone that is ultra flirtatious with any person that they come across, like, you can't help but think that, like, you are special. Like, wow, like, we really have a good thing going.
Yeah.
And then you see Gemini placements doing the same thing they did with you with someone else, making them feel just as special. Yeah. And literally just lighting up the room, laughing. Mm-hmm. And you're just like, okay, well, so I'm not special. It's like, no, you're probably not. Like, they do this with everybody. They can look in the mirror and do this with themselves. You know what I mean? And I think that's a harsh truth to learn.
Yeah.
And also, one of the symbols of Gemini is the fact that they're the trickster, too.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that within itself just makes you naturally really good at playing with people. Because for you, it's also a form of entertainment.
Yeah.
How much... I hate when I admit this. But how many times have I told you, like, it's fun fucking with people? You know what I mean?
Yeah. You do. A lot.
And obviously when I was younger, I would do it a lot. And now I don't really... I mean, I still do it. Like, it's like super, like, casual fun. I'm not, like, out here, like... You know what I mean? But, like, it's fun to, like... speak in a different accent, pretend my name isn't Sarah, like, and just, like, fuck with people, but, like, it's fun. For me, it's the theater. Yes. You know? And I feel like Gemini energy understands that. Mm-hmm. And some people also take that very personally. Yeah. How easily they can transform themselves to be something, and then all of a sudden change it to something else. Just for the pure purpose of entertainment. Yeah. And some people take that shit personally. I've noticed. Like, people that don't get along with Gemini energy are like, what the fuck? Like, I don't even know you. Like, it's like, don't take yourself so seriously. Like, we're just having fun here. Right. You know? Yes.
And I genuinely feel like all of it is, like, non-malicious for the most part, in my mind, coming from Gemini. Like, of course, there can be malicious times where they're really fucking with your feelings, and Geminis can be out here playing games. But I mostly think it is for the fun and the theater, like you said.
Well, I was going to say, in its lowest vibration, it's not like Tom Sandoval is a Gemini moon. Like, true. Like, there are some, like, Gemini placements that are known for manipulating people and being really good at it.
That's true.
So I could also see why Gemini would be at the top. Yeah. Because of that.
You're right.
Because you can get a little scary how good they are at it.
Yeah.
You know? Ugh. And they're really good at maybe making you, because they're an air sign, like, using logic and words to be like, your feelings, they're too strong of a reaction for what happened here. Yes. Like, this was just meant to be fun and funny and lighthearted, and you took it too seriously. And that, in return, makes you feel stupid, makes you feel like your feelings are being played with.
Yes. Gemini is very good in that sense. I mean, they're very good with their words. They tend to be very smart, so they can make you feel dumb and, like, overanalyze your words.
Mm-hmm. Kind of literally, like, recite it back to you in a way that you didn't mean to say, but now they suddenly made you feel like you said it that way. And, like, of course, you're wrong, because Gemini is a master of the words.
Right, and you're like, well, fuck, I guess I didn't say that. But no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Gemini talks tricky. A lot, so they'll be like, it's okay, I forgive you anyway, da-da-da-da-da, and you're like, I didn't realize I was in the wrong.
Right. But it's like you already moved on from that conversation, you can't bring it back.
Because they're bored. They don't want to keep talking about this.
They already forgave you.
And I think that also hurts a lot of people's feelings, how easily they can jump from one conversation to the next, you know? Yeah. Some people want to sit and dissect the feelings. Gemini's bored of these feelings.
Yeah. And sometimes they genuinely don't have the attention span to, like, sit on the full conversation of what you would like to talk about.
Imagine being Mercury ruled and you notice 500 different things at once, okay?
No,
of course they're bored.
Yeah.
But Gemini, learn to also not be so easily bored when people are talking about their feelings. So it's a balance.
Yeah.
Okay, number 2 is Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Listen. Honestly, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Like, I could sit here and be like, I am shocked and appalled. How dare you?
Yeah.
But, like, who else would be up here?
Yeah.
Like, if Scorpio was any lower than 3, I would be like, okay.
I'd be like, okay, so you're obviously with the Scorpio. Like, you love the Scorpio.
No, seriously.
Because everyone else would definitely put them in the top.
That's one of the things that people always talk about is how manipulative Scorpio is, how they've been fucked with by a Scorpio. Yeah. Scorpio truly lives in their feelings.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And everything is deep. So it's just so funny that, like, oh God, my sun and moon are here. It's so funny that, like, Gemini and Scorpio are here for very different reasons. You know what I mean? Like, Gemini, because of their ability to not think about feelings that much, they fuck with people's feelings that way. Scorpio is so deep in our feelings, always thinking everything's deep, everything's personal. Like, oh, you trying to trigger me, huh? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that, like, makes us probably come off very, very intense. And I feel like we also read people's feelings really easily.
Yeah.
Like, I usually know what someone's feeling before they feel it. That doesn't make it okay for me to go and tell them that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, because with great power comes great responsibility.
Yes.
Like, you can't just be fucking telling people that. And also, if you're using it to manipulate them, that's also something that's very scary. Like, Scorpios, because we're so intuitive, if we're not careful, we can use that intuitiveness to manipulate people. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I think that's why we're at the top of this list, is because of how aware we are, how emotionally intelligent we are, obviously at the highest vibration, and how we use that emotional intelligence to understand people. And I don't think everyone likes being seen that way, that fast, or just being told about themselves that much. Yeah. Especially if we're doing it to manipulate. But even if you're not doing it to manipulate, it can come off very strong.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? Especially towards people that generally are very private with their feelings. You know?
Well, Scorpio is so, like you said, they're so passionate. And that feeling when they're like putting it all into you and like seeing you and like feeling you and wanting the best for you too, like that is a lot of feeling that some people may not have felt before. And because y'all are empathetic and you see the future that you want for them, it can sometimes be manipulative with the feelings of like, oh, I want this for you, I see you want this too, if I push you this way, I can get you to do it, you know? And like that's even sometimes Scorpios acting in like the most positive way, of like manipulation of it. You know what I mean?
Because I know what you need, empowering you to get what you want.
Yes, right. But some people will get upset about that. Like, I didn't fucking ask for this. You know what I mean? Like, why are you butting in? Like, and then too, if it backfires on you, you're the first person who gets the finger saying like, this didn't work out. Yeah. This is your fault. Like, honestly, you know, and
I think that's funny when that happens.
It's annoying. The main reason why I like Scorpio
let me take a sip.
Is because they be testing people left and right. All these little tests and that you have.
I think it's a game.
And it's funny because I feel like Gemini plays games and like you don't necessarily play games, but you have tests.
Oh yeah.
And like some people could see that as playing games. For a long time I saw that as Scorpio, like you're playing games with me right now.
Yeah. No.
But they're testing your loyalty. But also it's like a perspective because I'm like, you're also playing games. Like you're manipulating me.
For sure.
You're making me go through hoops without telling me what it is.
Honestly, looking at that's the Scorpio energy. Yes, I do this. Yes, I've done this. Yes, Your Honor. For me, it's like, okay, why would we waste each other's time? Let me do some tests real quick. Because, listen, let me tell you something. When I do the tests, we can know if we're right for each other quickly. So would you want to know in 30 days or a year if this is the right fit for both of us? With the power of my tests, we will know quickly.
Hollering at you.
Either pass or you fail, you know?
Except no, because your tests go on for years.
Oh, no.
Yes,
no.
yes.
Okay, we have a check-in once.
See? The Scorpio tests are never ending. No. I'm like, damn, didn't I show you my loyalty with all this?
I'm not out here like, ooh, like.
I'm not talking about you either, but I was talking about other Scorpios.
No, it's true. It doesn't ever end because, I mean, you know when it ends? When we die.
No, actually.
To be honest.
Well, no, because I feel like there's, it is because there's always an inherent distrust within Scorpios. Like, there's always going to be that.
What, you want to fix my trauma? How am I going to let go of this distrust? And no, it's
I
true.
Understand, baby.
It's true. You're right.
No.
I'm triggered because she's right.
But it's like, they, so the test will forever be there. Well, and that is like psychological warfare to me.
Well, you know what, actually? I think it's, you know you've
not
gotten to a
always.
good place with Scorpio is if they can tell you when they're after a test happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd be like, you know what I mean? Like, I've definitely had times where my boyfriend be like, do you not believe in me? Da-da-da-da-da. And like afterwards, I'm like, I do. I was just like triggered. And like, I think that's like a high vibrational Scorpio is someone that is able to say the reason I'm doing this is because I felt insecure and I didn't feel safe. Whereas a low vibrational Scorpio will be playing with your feelings and doing all these tests and just putting you in situations that it's pretty fucked up, but like they get to see your loyalty.
Yeah.
And they'll never say it was a test. Like they'll just be like, no, like they'll never admit to it.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of Scorpios, you're lying to yourself if you don't think that you can be emotionally manipulative. And I think that comes off like very, very, nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that they can be emotionally manipulative. Yeah. But like at the end of the day, baby, you have a lot of power when it comes to your emotions. And it's really easy for you to drown people with your emotions or use their emotions to get closer to them. You know what I mean? That's not always a bad thing.
Yeah.
You understanding someone's emotions, like it makes people feel safe. But where you go wrong is when you use those feelings and those emotions against them to get what you want.
Yeah.
You know, like that is Scorpio's superpower. You truly make people feel seen so easily. And like all their dark, ugly feelings that they're ashamed by, you make them feel like it's okay to feel that. When it becomes manipulative and when it becomes you playing with it is you knowing the darkness they deal with because they felt safe enough to talk to you about it. And then using that time of vulnerability to throw it back at them when you guys are not in a good place.
Yeah.
And yeah, that shit's gonna hurt. And you know what you're doing when you do it. But again, it's that Scorpion power. Yeah.
Well, because, yeah, it's like Scorpio wants to control.
Exactly.
You know, and like...
We don't just do it for fun like Gemini. And Gemini isn't as like deep.
Yeah.
You know, but like we do it out of like... when we're playing these games, it's out of desperation.
Yeah. It's usually because, like, you feel, like, a sense of, like, your safety is being
fucked with. And sometimes it is, and sometimes it's your past experiences lying to you, making you feel like it is. And you're giving that energy to people that don't deserve it. Like, they're on your team. They're on your side. They fuck with you. But because of your past trauma, you feel like you can continue to test them. And that shit's painful. Yeah. You know what I mean? That shit's painful. And at the end of the day... I feel like Scorpio, you need to understand that at some point you will reach a point where you push people too far and they walk away. Like, so it is a self-fulfilling prophecy in a way. You're like, how far can I push before they leave? They will leave. And also, if they don't leave, you will lose respect for them. You will treat them like absolute shit and they're still there. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry if that's really aggressive, but it's the truth.
It's true.
Like wrong. It's one or the other.
You are not wrong. Yeah.
Let me cook. Let me cook you, Scorpio.
Right. Goes back to the power thing.
It does. Because again, I love you though.
If you don't act like a tool, they'll use you like one.
No, seriously, you look like a tool. They'll use you like a tool too.
Honestly, though, I genuinely feel like in the most toxic ways, sometimes Scorpio, like, I'm thinking of toxic Scorpio male energy. Yeah. I feel like sometimes when they don't, like, respect women. Oh, yeah. They just look at them as a tool. Tools. And it's like... Literally. I always say this. Women, you have to have a standard up here. Yeah. Or some type of standard, make some type of line. So men know that they can't go... below that at the very least. Also, something we didn't touch on is the sexual energy. I feel like when you have like Scorpio is known for having really intense sexual energy, very comfortable with their sexuality, and that can also make them manipulative. You know what I mean? Women and however you identify. Yeah. If you know what you're working with and you know how to, use your energy to manipulate certain people's feelings for a quick little, you know what I mean? For something fun. Like, you're making it seem like this means something to you. And for other people, it really does mean something to them. Yeah. And because you can easily put it on and just like kind of connect with people sexually, I think that can hurt people's feelings too. Because to them, they think real feelings are involved. And for Scorpio,
they're not trying to get that deep, but they know it feels good, so they put it on, that sexual energy. So that can also be another situation where it happens often with Scorpio placements.
Yes.
And how they manipulate and play with people's feelings.
I'm glad you brought that up.
I don't know if they manipulate, because, like, for them, it's just fun. Like, I want to have sexy time. Like, I
don't think they need to manipulate you
exactly.
for that.
But for the other person, I can see them feeling manipulated, and for their feelings to feel like they've been played with.
Yeah.
Because Scorpio was just, what do you mean? Like, we loved each other. And Scorpio was like, no, that was lust.
You fucked me like nobody's ever fucked me before.
Yeah.
You asked me questions nobody asked.
No, literally, you asked about my childhood trauma.
And it's like, I've
never felt seen like that.
Right.
What do you mean we're not in love?
Right. Scorpio's like, whoa.
Whoa. I actually have never been in love. And you're not my first.
No, toxic Scorpios know exactly what to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They also can have a gift of the gab, but I feel like it is because it comes from their sexual power and energy for sure. You know, it's just like, gravitate.
It's that toxic thing of like, I don't know anything about you, therefore I'm intrigued.
Right.
Like, you sure?
The mystery.
You sure you want to play?
No, you don't want to play.
Okay, so next we have Leo. Leo is number 3. I don't know if I agree with that.
I don't think it should be so high. I feel like they ain't out here trying to play with that many feelings.
I think Cancer should be number 3.
Yeah.
Even though I want them number 1. But hey, your season's coming up, so I'll be nice to you. Right. I think they should definitely be Leo is very direct with their feelings.
Yes.
Like, you know what Leo wants. You know what Leo is. Like, Leo is very good at expressing themselves and letting you know what they need, what they provide, who they are.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't someone that's, like, confusing.
No.
When it comes to their feelings.
Yeah, I feel like they're very direct. I feel like if anything, they can also be for, like, the theater. You know what I mean? In the sense of, like, they have big, they can be very, like, bolsterous sometimes, but maybe not actually even be feeling that passionately about it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And they're very influential.
Yeah.
So, like, I think that maybe I'm really pushing here. I'm pulling for straws because I don't think that they should really be high up here, but I'm trying to think of, like, how they could be playing with people's feelings. I feel like because they have such that strong personality, maybe sometimes it sways people to think one type of way, and then people are like, oh, well, I didn't really want that later.
You're right.
And they just went with the crowd or, like, the most popular thing at the time. But, again, I don't really feel like, I agree with you. I feel like Leo's very direct.
Yeah.
And maybe people are confused, again, only with their theatrics.
Yeah, I just can't see Leo anywhere up here.
Yeah.
I feel like Leo in general is very authentic. Like, authenticity is the name of the game for Leo. Like, they just feel uncomfortable when they're not themselves. You know, they're ruled by the sun. They are very much, you know, the world revolves around me, therefore, of course I know who I am. Everyone's always watching.
And I know what I want.
Exactly.
And I go after that very directly.
Yeah.
I think they like the thrill of the chase.
Yeah. Definitely.
And, you know, they definitely, don't get me wrong, too, I think they need the back and forth.
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to chase you forever.
Yeah.
Like, they want someone who's going to give to them. But again, I'm not seeing how this is playing feelings.
No.
I'm really trying.
I'm really trying. I'm really trying to understand why they're here. I'm not seeing it. Are you guys seeing it? If you're seeing it, comment down below. I'm not seeing it at all. Like, they just don't waste their time. If something doesn't feel good, they're not, like, out here, like, trying to manipulate it.
No. They're not wasting their energy.
No. Like, it needs to feel good.
Yeah.
You need to feel good. You'll know if a Leo fucks with you because they're paying you compliments. Yeah. They're there. They're available. Yeah. And, like, you know when a Leo's not fucking with you. They're no longer there. Those compliments are not there. You don't feel warm. And, like, that to me is not someone playing with your feelings. That's someone literally through their actions and their words showing you whether they're there or not.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Leo, you do not play with people's feelings.
You don't.
I don't know.
I think they're straight shooters.
I don't know who said.
And that's why I love them.
Me too.
I feel like they're very loving, then they're very forward with that love and like what they like and what they don't like too. Don't get me wrong, they also be letting you know what they don't like. But
all the time.
But that part,
maybe that has to do with why they play. Well, no, like, get over it.
It's like either you like it or you don't. Like, you either fuck with the energy or you don't.
Yeah. You know if you like a Leo or not.
Yeah.
You know?
They're such a strong personality.
They
are.
They are.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like that they're direct with their verbiage or
Same.
their communication style is direct because I just need that in life.
Mm-hmm.
I hate trying to dissect a situation and understand what you meant. Like,
right.
Tell me how you feel, and a Leo will do that.
Right.
And although it may hurt people's feelings, because sometimes they're too direct, but, like, I'd rather have my feelings be hurt than be confused about the meaning of what you told me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, at least a rejection's a rejection.
Yeah.
You know where you stand.
Right.
And that, to me, doesn't give the energy of playing.
Yeah.
You know, because playing is, like, alluding to, like, you not knowing where you stand with the person.
Right.
You know? And with Leo, you always know where you stand.
Yeah. 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 No.
Yeah.
I have things to say about Leo.
Yeah.
But not that they play with feelings.
No. Exactly.
You know, like, I have negative things to say, but, like, this is not one of them.
Don't worry. I have
like,
lots
really
of things. I don't like you that much.
No.
Like, when it comes to this, you're good here.
I love Leo, but, like, I genuinely am trying to think of something.
It doesn't relate to this.
It's not hitting.
No, it's not. We're not going to push it. We're not going to, like, sit here and ponder it. I just don't think you guys should be up here.
Right. I was staring into an abyss,
Again,
really trying to think about it.
I would switch you with Cancer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Even lower on the list, even.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
I know. They were sucking the dick off of these fucking earth signs. They're like, oh, we're just so understanding. We don't play with people's feelings.
Understanding of... You don't even understand feelings.
You don't even... What is feelings to you? Yeah, that's what I thought.
You don't even acknowledge them.
No, you don't. You don't.
So, you're the most player.
Actually.
Player of feelings.
No, I can see why y'all down there, but it's fucking annoying.
But it's just because you a wall. It's just because it's a wall. Like, what do you mean?
No, I mean
because you give nothing, so you're at the bottom.
Exactly.
If you're quiet,
if you're quiet, you're not playing with people's feelings. You know, that's exactly it, Maya.
No,
it's as simple as that.
No, because I get you, yes, but I feel like. If you think about it, what is the worst type of, like, torture? Is, like, someone giving me the silent treatment.
And what do they all do?
That's
they give
what they
silent
all do.
treatment.
And that's like, playing with my feelings.
Maya, when someone's giving you a silent treatment, you know where you stand with them. You're not okay. They're not playing with you. You know y'all ain't okay.
Yeah, I guess
Let them know when you're...
I mean, but I didn't know back in the day.
Yeah, because you were probably like, what the fuck?
You know?
Yeah, totally.
I was like,
well, that's the thing. It's so easy with earth signs. When they're not talking to you, things aren't okay.
Yeah. That's
you know what I mean?
Yeah. You're not wrong.
You feel the fucking earth. You're like, oh my god. Everything feels so stiff.
Right.
What's happening?
You feel the tension.
No, you feel the tension.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Mm-hmm.
I like that. Okay. 4 on this list is Aquarius. And I would have to absolutely fucking agree.
Yeah.
This is one I agree with.
Mm-hmm.
Where do I even freaking start with Aquarius? Aquarius. I genuinely feel like Aquarius placements, like, feelings make them uncomfortable.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And they are trying to figure out how they feel about things,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not ready to talk to you about them.
Mm-hmm.
That is also why they can be unconsciously giving you the silent treatment, but I have learned that they're not doing it on purpose. Aquarius is taking a while to process their own feelings. Like,
yes.
It just takes them a bit longer to figure out what's going on in here.
Mm-hmm.
And because of the time that it takes, other people are looking at Aquarius like, you don't care.
Yeah.
You do not care, and that hurts my feelings. You're playing with my feelings. We were just having so much fun. It was I love being with you. We laugh, we talk, we argue, but now you're just quiet. Right. You know? And I will say, Aquariuses that are high vibrational are the ones that are, you know, processing and then will come to you and tell you what they processed.
Yeah.
A lot of Aquariuses that are low vibrational, hence playing with your feelings, they don't even feel the need to process it. They're like, it's too much work.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, I processed it, but, like, I'm not going to talk to you about it because I feel uncomfortable sharing it out loud with you.
Yeah.
And that hurts people's feelings because they think that you don't care. I mean, and your actions are showing that you don't care because you're not trying to relay what it is that you're feeling with them.
Yeah.
And Aquarius just doesn't take that shit seriously.
Yeah.
They don't take feelings seriously.
No, they don't.
But you live in a world where, like, there are feelings involved.
Yes.
More than your own. So you're affecting other people by how much you're not taking this shit seriously.
Right. And I feel like people, at the end of the day, most people, at least, want to feel a likeness or a similarity amongst each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, like, they feel comfort in that.
Yeah.
And Aquarius, I feel like, doesn't necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, they like to live in, like, that detached space.
Yeah.
And that is very confusing to people because it's like, so you don't want to share something with me.
Yeah.
Like you're actively saying you kind of want to be over there.
Yeah.
And that is hurtful, especially when after I've shared feelings with you, like I've felt comfortable enough, like I like your energy, I'm sharing things and
we're laughing together.
Right. But nothing's coming back.
No,
like,
and it's cold.
Yes, and Aquarius can very much do that sometimes. I do that sometimes as an Aquarius rising. Like,
yeah,
I can be very warm one minute, and then the next it's like, yeah, very cold, and I'm like, I'm not laughing anymore.
Well, the thing is, it's like you're isolating yourself as an Aquarius placement, but you don't understand how much that isolates the other person involved in this.
Right.
But also, like, I understand, because Aquarius is like, I'm dealing with my own shit right now. Like, leave me the fuck alone.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, if anyone gets it, it's my Scorpio ass. Like, I love being alone. Leave me the fuck alone. People annoy me 90% of the time.
Yeah.
So I understand that, but, like, Aquarius fails to understand that by doing that and not telling people that you're in that state, you're creating this feeling of distrust between you and the person that you're doing this to. You're playing with their feelings because they're thinking they did something wrong. They're thinking you didn't show up because you don't like them. Aquarius ghosts.
Yeah.
That's what you're known for. You ghost and you don't tell people why.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying everyone deserves a why, but the people you care about, the people that you don't want to be playing with their feelings with, like, those are the people that deserve to know why you need some solo time, why you're away.
Yeah.
And that within itself can be uncomfortable for Aquarius to do, but I think that you should decide who deserves that and work on giving that to those people. You know, because a lot of people will feel more safe knowing that, like, you're not isolating because of them.
Yeah.
You know, that it's a you thing.
Totally. It'll make people feel more comfortable with you. And I feel like another reason, and similar to Gemini in this sense, is like there's just, it's unpredictable sometimes, like what their mood is going to be. Yeah. And it makes it unreliable energy. Yeah. You know? And that makes you feel like your feelings are getting played with. Because, like, from one minute to the next, it's like, I don't know what your energy is going to be, respectfully. You know? And it's, like, hard to, like, well, what do I do with that now? Yeah. You know?
I also think that, like, Aquarius is so social, but then so antisocial. Yes. And that within itself can be very confusing for people that are getting involved with them. Yeah. And feeling like their feelings are being played with, because it's like they experience you being social and happy and out and about, and then all of a sudden you're not. And I think people, again, take that personally. They're like, did I do something wrong? Like, you seem like you're hella social and now you're antisocial. Like, did I do something? Right. People also need to understand that that is Aquarius. Like, they will be the life of the party, and then they just need to be fucking alone, like isolating themselves. So I think that's also another reason why Aquarius placements can be misunderstood, and people take that shit seriously. Yeah. Because again, the people think that they did something to Aquarius for them to act that way. Yeah. And Aquarius is like, no, this is literally me. Yeah. Like, I want to be with my community, and then I need to isolate to figure out what I learned from my community. You know? Yes.
And I feel like, yeah, when you're, people who don't know Aquarius really take that offensively. Yeah. And personally.
And I took that personally.
Yeah. No, I mean.
You guys know that meme.
It's understandable because it feels like you're like, do you like me or no?
Yeah, no.
And nobody likes feeling that way. And I feel like Aquarius, a lot of the time, their energy, you don't always necessarily know where you stand with them.
You don't. And if you want to know, you have to bring up that conversation. Yeah. They're so aloof. Think of Hyde from that 70s show. Like, they are thinking about bigger picture problems like the man and the government. But once it's about their feelings and why they feel what they feel, they're like, ghosts, nowhere to be found. So you need to bring that up gently and let them know that you need that in order for this relationship to feel safe. you know? And Aquarius doesn't really need connections to feel safe. Even though, like, community means everything to them, like, one-on-one connection, sometimes I just feel like they're like, I'm good alone. But, like, you still need those connections. But Aquarius really does well solo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Being ruled by Uranus, being the outlier, they're okay solo. So sometimes I feel like they just forget that, like, okay, yes, you are good solo, but your connections, they need you. They need to feel like there's a lifeline here.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. That part. I feel like Aquarius and Capricorn have that in common.
Yeah. Saturn.
It's hard on them too, though. On the flip side.
Totally.
Because I think sometimes too, like, Aquarius doesn't know how to start the conversation of, like, their feelings, even if they want to, and, like, they can see this has upset you, but it's like, where do I begin? Yeah,
well, they don't do it often.
Exactly.
You're good at what you practice, and, like, that's not Aquarius's strong suit. No. So whoever you are that is in that Aquarius relationship, I hope you have other placements that make you better at that. So good, you should bring it up. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I've learned, like, having an Aquarius moon boyfriend has taught me so much about Aquarius energy. I've learned to not take anything seriously when it comes to how long it takes Aquarius placements to communicate their feelings. Like, figuring it out. You're figuring it out. Got it. Do not rush them.
No.
You know, they're figuring it out.
We'll rebel against
you. And honestly, just, like, feel happy about the fact that they care so much that they're taking this much time to process it, you know? People and just fucking about what talk out of their ass and don't think about it twice. You know? Like, Aquarius is sitting there dissecting, figuring it out so they can come back to you about how they actually feel.
Right. And
like, that probably to me is kind of really sweet.
Right. And probably with a plan, too. Yeah. Because they've thought about it. Like, this is how I think we can make it better.
Exactly. Fixed air.
Yes.
You thought this was over? It's not. We have 2 more signs. Yep. Okay, so number 5. Libra. You know what? It is so Libra to be always in the middle in every fucking one, but I kind of hate that because it's not fun. But I could see why they're in the middle.
I feel like for this...
But they should be higher, actually.
You think so? I feel like them being in top 5... I like them being in the top 5.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Because
you're right.
Okay, because we're putting Cancer up in here now.
Yeah, where else would they be? Really?
You know?
Yeah, no, you're so right. But, like, thinking about Libra.
Actually, I could put Libra above Aquarius. I'd be open to that. Because they play with your feelings in a different kind of way.
I was gonna say the reason Libra's really good at playing with your feelings, they're charmer. They have the silver tongue. They can literally say anything to make you feel at ease and not even mean it. Yeah. That's a dangerous territory. Like, this is why, again, Libra also gets in trouble. I talked about Gemini. Let's talk about how Libra gets in trouble when it comes to communicating. Their people-pleasing tendencies get them in trouble. Hence, Tom Schwartz, fucking Libra Stellium. Because they are so good at making everyone feel safe and agreeing with everybody, they really...
make no one feel
don't agree with anybody. Like, you don't know where Libra stands, and that plays with people's feelings because when you were with Libra, they told you one thing and that they were on your side, but you heard from someone else that they were on their side too.
Right.
And the next day you meet up with Libra, you're like, you're playing with my feelings. You told me you were on my side. And Libra's like, no, like, I get you, I get them, I get me, I get everybody. We're all friends here. And you're like, no, Libra.
Right.
Pick a fucking side.
That indecisiveness is really
what fucks with people's feelings.
Yeah, 100%.
A lot of people want to feel validated when it comes to their feelings, and Libra, because they're so logical, it's hard for them to pick a side because logically they could see it in every single direction, and the person that is feeling like their feelings are being played with, they're looking at Libra like, I hate you right now. I hate that you can't be on my side.
Yeah.
Because you're my person. You're my partner. You're my friend. You're my mom. Whatever. Like, you can't be on my side?
Right.
And that hurts their feelings.
No, for sure.
But Libra's like, listen, I see both sides.
Right. They do. But sometimes they be being toxic by, like, not...
because they're scared of conflict. They're scared of conflict.
Exactly.
That's when it's, toxic. You're so right.
Yes.
Because they're so scared of hurting people, of people not liking them. Libra wants to be liked by everybody.
Yeah.
And by disagreeing with you, they feel like you won't like them anymore. So they'll just agree with everybody.
Right.
And when it comes back to people that you were just out here lying, they're going to feel like you played with their feelings.
Exactly. And then it's like a weird, again, self-fulfilling prophecy for Libra, because it's like, oh, but I didn't want you to think that. I wanted you to be happy. But by not picking a side and like standing strong in something, you're fucking over everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can't, like, in reality, you can't make everybody happy.
It's just not possible.
It's just not possible.
Like, that is one thing that I wish I could. First of all, I want myself to, even though I say this and I preach it and I do get it, and I've gotten so much better at it, I'm still not perfect at this.
Yeah.
I'm not perfect at not trying to please people.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's one of the main lessons that, like, a lot of people that are older, they try to tell people that are younger is, like, stop trying to please everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just do what you want to do, because you're never going to make everyone happy. Like, it's not possible. That is the one thing that if I had the power, I would make everyone just do what they want to do.
Yeah.
Because life would be easier for all of us if we just did what we wanted to do. And then we just let the universe surround us with people that align with what it is that we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's when you're trying to please everyone that you're not on the right path. Because, again, you're not following your own instincts. You're just trying to make everyone happy.
Yes. And this actually is where they get really toxic and manipulative, because they are so good with their words too. They will sell you a dream and a lie to convince you, yes, I am on your side. I believe this.
What a beautiful dream. What a beautiful toxic lie of a dream.
It is gut-wrenching to find out that you don't actually believe this.
Now imagine how it feels for a Libra. Libra moon. When you take off your own rose-colored glasses.
Right.
But then Libra's nowhere to be found. And the other people think the dream is still happening. And Libra's like, actually, I saw that. Like, actually, no, I can't provide that. Bye.
I'm out of here. I don't want to do that. That was so fun, making that dream together. Yeah. I can't fulfill it for you.
I can't fulfill it for you, but I really hope that you get everything you want out of life.
But then, too, it's fucked up, because it's like, that dream, that fantasy that we built, similar to, like, what you can do with Pisces.
Yeah.
Like, that's something that you think about forever.
Oh, forever.
It's like that fairy tale. Yes!
What could have been. No, Libra placements literally live in the land of potential.
Yeah.
The way the daydreams be daydreaming. No, I say this as a Libra stellium side bro.
Yes.
Like, the way I don't have to be here right now. I could be in one of my daydreams. You know how many different... Let's pick... Okay, I'll be on that one.
Right.
The one that's like the little house on the prairie. Where my life was perfect and I just baked cookies.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean?
A Libra's dream. They really, like, yes, they want nice and the finer things, but they really want a simple life.
I think about a simple life all the time. And then I look at
that will be
all my
to
electronics and makeup. And I'm like, the fuck is you talking about?
You're like, I need all that too, though.
And all that kind of birdies. No, seriously. Is it so hard to have it all? You know? And that's why Libra is toxic and can have the also, like, you know, this persona or what they're known for. Libra is just really good at, like, playing the game and having so many options. And to them, it's like, no, like, those are all my different fantasies. Like, it could be anybody. It could be you. It could be me and you. It could be us. Like,
You're so not wrong, though.
Like, I think about, like, Ariana Grande. She's a Libra moon.
Yes.
I love my baby girl. Sure, is she toxic? Yes.
Yes.
But I feel like in her little mind, she's like, but why do I have to pick? Why?
Right.
You know?
And you know what?
What were we talking about? We were literally listening to Lil Wayne's Every Girl in the World.
Yes.
I just want to fuck every girl in the world. And what is he? A Libra.
So Libra coded.
But all of that shit, it's detrimental to other people's feelings.
Yes. It is. It is.
Oh, man. Libra. Oh, I love reading you because in return, I'm reading me.
Right.
And I also know that you guys aren't that sensitive. I love Libras. No. Okay, think about Kim Kardashian, right? She's a very controversial character.
Right.
But you cannot deny the fact that this woman has thick skin.
She does.
You know what I mean? Like, Libras are constantly being, like, ripped apart.
Yeah.
And they're still like, I have more fantasies. I have more love to fulfill in this life.
Well, because I feel like that ultimately triumphs. And
They don't give up.
Libra, I feel like Libra can be very hard on themselves too. You know
For
what
sure.
I mean? Like they don't I think maybe even hardest on themselves.
Yeah.
So like what you're saying about me probably isn't as bad as what I'm thinking about myself on my worst days. You know what I mean? So
tearing myself
whatever.
apart. Like honestly, sometimes and this is me being real right now, I would be embarrassed if people could hear the thoughts I have towards myself. Like, and that's me being 100% real.
Yeah.
And this is someone I've tried to work on my self-confidence, and I've tried to be softer to myself, and I've done all these things to make myself feel accepted.
Yeah.
You know, I still have struggled with the way I talk to myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I know the Libra energy in my chart has a lot to do with that, because of the perfectionist tendency of no, like, you're not doing that enough. Oh, that's not good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, people are watching. Be more this way.
Yeah.
What would people think if they knew this? Like, just so much of this toxic battle with me and the balancing beam of life, which is, you know, Libra energy.
Mm-hmm.
Libra is that scale of like, do a little more of this, do less of that, be more like this, be less of that. Constantly doing that in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Truly, you guys.
It's tiring.
It is, but like when I learned that I'm doing that was like one of the most important parts of my first spiritual and healing journey.
Yeah.
Is knowing that I do that in the first place.
Yeah.
Now the second battle is quieting that voice.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't even know how much I was doing that. I just thought everyone did that in their mind. Like I thought everyone tore themselves apart constantly.
Yeah.
But not everyone does that. Libra placements do that all the time.
A lot.
Libra and Virgo
I was
placements.
going to say Libra and Virgo.
Yep.
They suffer from that syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
That perfectionist syndrome. You said it perfectly. It's like Libra obviously wants everything to be balanced, so that's why they strive for that perfection.
Yeah.
And Virgo just needs that perfection.
Yeah.
Because they care about details so much.
Right.
And it's like if it's not thoroughly thought out, then it's not perfect.
It's not perfect, which means it's not good enough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's ultimately what it is too. It's like they're striving for what they think will be good and presentable for the world too, and that also puts, I think, a lot of pressure.
Absolutely. That's why Libra is always also constantly thinking of other options in general in life, not just like partnerships. Like, what would make me the best version of me?
Totally.
And not sometimes for yourself, but because of how you want to be perceived by your family, by society.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Libra's constantly thinking about their image.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what their image says about them.
Well, I mean, they're ruled by Venus, planet of love and beauty and art and the
and
values and grace.
States.
Exactly. So it's like, of course, all this stuff is like hyper fixated almost in our mind, but it can become very toxic for Libra. And also in the sense too, like sometimes, you know, Libra can be superficial.
Totally.
And
sometimes
in that sense,
I was thinking
too,
like superficial.
yeah. I mean, I think especially with like ourselves, but too with like other people and what we expect of them and how they present and like what that means of me as like a partner and how you reflect on me. Like they have like expectations when you're with them. I feel as a partner, at least I do as a Libra moon. Like I care about that a lot.
I care about that so much. Oh my God.
It's like
my
probably
boyfriend
one of
tells
my
me
worst.
all the time how much I need to stop thinking so much about that shit. And I'm like, well, that's me. Like, I'm sorry I'm bougie.
Right. I'm like, I
care. But also there's like a balance in this life. Because like,
totally.
why else would we be on this earthly plane if we're not going to be taking shit like that a little bit seriously? Like, why else would the Lord... like, you know, have all this like beautiful, luxurious experiences, you know? That part. But also I know that that's not everything.
No, 100%.
You know?
Also, they wouldn't have put us here in this America United of States if you
Ew.
didn't want us to be as superficial.
No, it's true.
Because
it's true.
if we were born in some other place,
take this girl outside of Iran and put her in.
She needs to be a bougie bitch.
Put that little bougie girl there. No,
Yeah.
it's true. It's true.
You know?
There's a balance.
Yeah.
And I've definitely learned that. Oh my God, have I learned that? Especially with my Scorpio and Libra.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Because Scorpio is all about, like, what really matters. Like, fuck all that. You know, the sister sign of Taurus.
Yeah.
Ruled by Venus.
Right.
Like,
I mean, the underworld.
none of that shit fucking matters. What matters is here.
Right.
And then the Libra in me is like, no, as long as we look good,
Yeah.
and as long as everyone thinks we feel good, that's all that matters. And then my Scorpio is like, bitch, that's fake. Like,
we all gonna die.
literally, like, none of that shit matters.
This is the underworld.
Like, who are you really? Who are you really?
Right.
But honestly, it's a beautiful thing.
No, it's a good.
Because I've sat with myself enough to know, like, what really matters. But also with my Libra energy enough to know that I need to look good to feel good.
Well, it matters to you.
And I need to, like, yeah, exactly. Like,
and that matters.
The finer things in life make me feel good.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it's a balance.
It goes back to what I feel like you were saying something about earlier about Libra. Libra just needs to do its thing. It needs to feel comfortable being in its essence.
Yeah.
And it's like Libra feels its best dressing up, eating the finest things, like caring about this stuff.
Yeah.
So let them fucking do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Everyone has certain things they need to do in order to feel like they're living a happy life. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, we have our basic needs.
Yes.
Such as, like, eating, drinking water, having a safe space. And then you have other things that you need to do to feel good.
Right.
For Libra, yes, to other people, some of those things may be superficial, but it's still the things they need to feel good.
Right.
And every other sign has different things. Every other person has different things they need to do. And I just want everyone to figure out what it is. So when you're having an off day, you can ask yourself, did I do the things that usually make me feel good about myself?
Right.
If I didn't, I should at least start there.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean you're going to have the best day ever, but you at least know that, like, the things that usually make you feel good, you haven't done it today. So you should do that so you can at least feel a little bit better. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, 100%. And I love that you said that because I feel like for Libra, some people may think like, oh, this is superficial. But why, like, again, why do you care? It's making them happy. What you do, Libra may think is also funny. Yeah. You know? But, like, literally. They're not over here judging you. Honestly, I feel like
you're so right.
They're very not judgmental about it. And that's also why I think they have, I like that you said that they have thick skin and that we can pick on them and they can take it.
I mean, the best part is that it's funny. It's like they're not judgmental. They're so judgmental. They just do it behind closed doors. That's true. And that's the right way to do it. That's actually true. That's the right way to do it. Libra's never going to be the one that comes and says, I hate your fucking dress. They're going to be like, oh my God, I love your dress. Where'd you get it? And then they're going to go home and talk shit about it.
That's the fuggliest dress I've ever seen.
Exactly. And that's the nicest thing to do. Go talk shit behind closed doors.
Right.
You know? Be nice about it.
Right. They have manners.
Exactly.
Have manners.
Them and Virgo.
Right.
They got manners.
People need to
and their manners got manners.
Bring manners back.
Bring manners back 2024. So last sign we have, number 6, Aries.
Aries.
Honestly, I feel like Aries could have been a little lower too.
I think they could definitely be lower too.
Because listen, Aries, like, again, I know where I stand with Aries. I really do. Mm-hmm. Oh, do I know where I stand?
Oh, do I know where I stand? They make it very clear.
No, make it so clear, and that makes me makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Like, truly, like, again, it comes back to my Libra Mercury, like, it makes me so happy because I'm always constantly trying to make people feel safe when I'm communicating, understanding where they're coming from. Right. And a lot of people are horrible communicators. Yeah. Horrible. And it kills me. I'm just like, oh my God, how did you survive this far in life? How are you still living? Yeah. If this is how you communicate, like, it scares me. You know? Yeah. With Aries, my boyfriend's an Aries Mercury. I'm just like, I know where you stand. I know what you want. I know what you need. I know how you feel about what I did. Mm-hmm. Like, I get fucking excited when someone communicates directly. Mm-hmm. And Aries does that, and it just gets me. It gets the people going. Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure it especially gets your Scorpio ass going because you are also usually very direct and straightforward with, you know what I mean? Yeah. For the most part, how you're feeling about things. You know what I mean? And unless again, you're on.
I don't want to dig it out of you.
Right.
Tell me.
Let's be direct. Let's be straightforward. Yeah. About the things that you want and that you like.
Yeah, and I enjoy that.
I can work with that.
I think that's why they should be lower.
Definitely. They can. Know? Yes, 100%. I feel like the only way I see them playing with people's feelings is when they are
being mean.
Being mean,
but
yes.
flirty.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So that being mean and teasing you is flirting, and if you don't understand that, you think Aries is being mean.
Yes.
When, like, if Aries is being mean
That's
to you, that
true.
means they like you. And I know that's so toxic. It's like, oh, honey, like, the boys in the playground, if they're mean to you, that means they like you. No, I think that's toxic.
Yeah.
But for Aries placements, yes.
Yeah. Like, they're teasing you. They're paying attention to you. They like you.
Yeah.
They're
poking
you know what I mean?
you. It's fun for them. They find you fascinating.
Yes.
When they're not teasing you, they think you're boring.
Right. They're not interested at all. You don't want Aries to find you boring.
Oh, my God.
That's sad.
Aries will think of you as a waste of breath.
Yeah.
Like, why are you on Earth if
but
you're not interesting?
And Aries is so fun. Like, you want them to, like, care about you. You know what I mean? Like, you want Aries' attention.
Also, I want Aries' energy.
I do. I do.
I like, on my team. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
Like, as a Scorpio stellium who, like, really is always thinking about war.
Yeah.
like, who can I have for this? Oh, I need some of that energy. I would always want the Aries energy on my team.
Yeah.
You know?
Same. That's who I want to go to war with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love.
Love.
The only other way I see them playing with people's feelings is like, okay, and again, not really, is when they're being very like impulsive with things. And again, there's a little bit of that like unpredictability
and pushiness.
Yes.
I'm a pusher, Katie.
But it's so direct, you know? So it's like, do it.
I know.
Do it or no.
Exactly. Well,
you know,
it
it's
can
not
be scary for people.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's aggressive.
It's aggressive.
Comes
because, like,
really strong.
You haven't decided if you want to do this yet, but because
Right.
Aries comes in so strong, they're like, do it. Like, this is what we want to do.
Yeah.
You're like, we do?
Okay.
It's scary. And then the next day, you think about what you did the night before when everyone was drunk, and you're like, oh my God, the Aries kept pushing me, and I thought it was the right thing to do.
Right.
And then you're like, damn, I didn't really want to do that, but because Aries told me that that's what I want to do, it felt right.
Right.
You know?
Yes.
They're really good at convincing you that, like, your toxicness and your toxic actions are actually the right thing to do at this very moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of think it's a fire sign thing. I feel like us Sages are pretty good at that, too. Like, we're very much pushers in that sense.
I love it.
And people will regret it afterwards.
My thing is like, if you aren't strong enough to make your own decisions,
no.
don't be around a freaking fire sign.
Right.
I have fun. I like ideas.
And you're strong enough to say no. Be like, I don't want to do that.
But that's my thing is, like, I love getting ideas from... my Sages and my Aries and my Leos. Because I also know if I don't like it, I'm not going to do it. But your ideas are typically good. Yeah. And I would love to do it. But if you're someone who has a hard time saying no. Yeah. I would see why it would be a little bit scary fucking with the Aries placement. Because they also stand so much in power. And they're so sure of what they want and what they say. If you're not like that, I could see why it would make you feel insecure. Yeah. And scared.
Well, yeah, because, too, actually, now that I think about it, like, that their competitive nature will kick in. And then it will become kind of a game. Yeah. For them. To, like, for sure. Prove that they are right. Yeah. And that goes back to, it can be very intense. It can be very scary. Like, it comes on too strong for some people. Exactly. And that feels like you are trying to manipulate me right now, and I don't like that.
Yeah, for sure. Because now I'm thinking about, like, Aries in terms of, like, the Martian. Yeah. You know, if Aries feels like it's war, something's feeling like it's war, they don't really care about your feelings. Like, I don't, like, and again, we could talk about Aries and Scorpio in this instance, both of the Martians being here. Like, if me fucking with your feelings makes me win this war, I'm down.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it, especially if it's someone I don't care about. Like, I'm not saying me, but, like, in general, if they're at that place where they feel like they can kind of walk on anyone and do whatever they want to win, they're gonna go ahead and do that.
Well, because I think for both Aries and Scorpio, at times it does get very black and white of me against you. Yeah. Well,
I do love...
Us versus them.
I do love the saying, all is fair in love and war.
Yeah. Yeah, and they... really believe that shit.
Die on the hill on that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like, start wars and also, like, make love to that shit. Like, I feel, you know amazing. What I mean? Like,
it's lovely. It's beautiful.
It's like...
It's poetic.
It is. It's like...
I just got another Libra fantasy. Oh my God. No, seriously. So like, funny. It's... I think one of my favorite things about dating my man that has Aries placements is that He never makes any fight or any act of aggression that I feel like it's too much. If anything, we giggle about it later.
Yeah.
You know, and I need that.
Yeah.
Because I have definitely thrown fits over something so stupid. And if he were to ever make me feel, like, embarrassed,
yeah,
I wouldn't feel like it's the right match.
Right.
If anything, he's just, you know, laughs with me about, wow, like, I was really, 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 really in a rage. In a rage cage.
Yeah. I feel like fire signs get it. I mean, especially.
I mean,
Aries,
again, I've also seen him do the same, so you know.
Again.
Yeah.
They're like, let it out. I feel like I like that. I'm cardinal energy.
Yeah.
They're like, let it out, baby. Yeah. Let it be free.
I love it. I love that. I live
Say it with your chest.
Love it. Seriously. 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 Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think I could be with someone who didn't have fire sign placements because I just think that, like, where's the spark? Where's the fight? Where's the, you know?
For sure.
I need that. Yeah. Also, again, as a fire stellium.
Oh, yeah.
But I just feel like I need a little fight in you. You know what I mean?
Well, because I know you have so much of it. It wouldn't make sense if you did it. You know what I mean? It would feel this balance too. You know what I mean? Like, how many times have we talked about, like, with you with that, with your fire energy, and me with my feelings and how easily I express them, how much I felt dumb before when it wasn't reciprocated. Yeah. And my feelings felt like too much. And you, with your passion and the way you ride for people, when it's not reciprocated, you feel fucking stupid. Yeah. You know? So I guess a lot of times you just gotta figure out, like, what part of yourself you love a lot. And the people you surround yourself with, I hope they have that too. Yeah. Otherwise, you're gonna feel like you have to dim your light to make people feel comfortable. No. Like, I want people to have some of my favorite qualities that I have. Yeah. You know, I want people that are my friends to have that. I want my partner to have that. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm not chasing the dream anymore as, like, a 15-year-old of, like, I could teach you. Like, no. No. Do you have it or no?
Yeah. Right. Right.
You know?
Right. This is how I expect people to show up.
Yeah. This is how I show up for myself. So at the bare minimum, you could do that too.
You got to do it too. Bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
And we like overachievers over here.
Yeah. And that's on my Capricorn rising.
Yes.
All right, you guys. Thank you for kicking it with your girly pops. While we talk about this list, if you're wondering why we haven't discussed your sign, that's because you weren't listening. We said there will be a part 2, so next week's podcast will be the rest of the signs. You don't want to miss it because it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. There will be a debate, like there always is.
There are
an imaginary debate.
Yes.
Because we don't often debate.
No, it's true.
We usually agree, and then, like, I want to say, like, 10% of the time is when we don't.
Right. We just kind of go back and forth.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not really debating.
No, it's not. It's like, I'm on this side, and you're on that side. That would make me feel really unsafe as a Libra Mercury.
You're in this friendship.
And your Libra moon. Right? Yes. So if you're listening, don't forget to go to the App Store, wherever you're listening, Spotify or Apple or wherever else. Leave us a review. That helps us out a lot.
Yeah.
And if you're watching us, hi. Don't forget to subscribe, comment about any of the things we talked about. Did you agree with this list? Are you excited for next week's?
Right.
All right, because we want to know.
I need to know.
We're going to link our socials over here.
Love
and we'll
you.
see you next time. Bye.